Hi guys, it's me Leigh with Victorian Dreams by Leigh. So in my last video I said that I would do a quick tutorial. I don't know how quick it's going to be because I want to get it right for y'all. But you can always put it on fast speed and go through it quicker. Anyway, so I'm going to do a tutorial for Anna Griffin's easel frame dies. And here is the paperwork that came with it, and I've made a few. And this is what it looks like when it comes in, and we're going to go through it, and I'll show you a couple before I get started. So hi and welcome. Thank you for taking the time. So here is three of them, three cards I made on the easel ones and how they stand up. These two first ones that I'm standing up are authentic paper, and I don't know if you can see it. And this one is Anna Griffin paper that I pulled out of my stash. So hers is only colored on one side in this book, and I'll show you. So here's one, and you can write a sentiment here, or you have you have room on the back or something too. So there's that one. And the lucky thing is I have Anna Griffin floral flowers, so I was able to pull out of here. I've had this over a year, so I'm not sure where you can get it at, but it's flowers, 3-dimensional stickers, 120 stickers, 4 of each, 30 designs. So that's why I think they look like Anna Griffin kits, because the flowers really do help. So you see here. So okay, let's get started. I hope that I can help you with this. So the first thing I do is, let me show you the cardstock I'm using is Anna Griffin, and that was this paper, and I used 2 sheets. Let me show you what I used these 2 patterns. This is the base and this is the top, and out of 2 sheets, this is how much I have left over. And here is the paper line, and I've chosen this one and this for the base, and that's the paper line. So anyway, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the main base. I've already have tape on them because I've been using it. Okay, so this is the main base. And how many times? Let's see, I need it 2 times. So I get a pencil, and I just mark it so that I can cut it as close to here as possible. So I mark it, and I'm going to cut this whole piece out at one time. So okay, we're going to use both sheets, so hold on to them. I think I like it that when it's printed on both sides, but I can understand not printing on both sides, and you can write more sentiment. So I'm going to put it through my, this is going to bounce there. Make sure it stays in place. So I'm going to put my shims proper, because I'm using the Gemini. So I have my base, I have my materials, my cutting, my magnet on top of my clear plastic, and then my top piece. And it just needs to run through one time. I'm going to tape that down because it's so bouncy. I don't want to not cut it proper, especially since I'm doing a demonstration. Normally I wouldn't worry about it as much. Since I'm doing a tutorial demonstration for y'all, I feel like I'm back in 4-H, back in middle school. So my Gemini is just right outside on a little table. Okay. Remove the tape. Okay, so there's one piece. We don't need that one anymore. Put that to the side. There's trash. Really can't do anything with that. You know, if some pieces you do want to keep because you can make flowers and stuff. So, okay, we're going to cut this again. This time, though, we're going to use this full plate. Okay, so let's fit it. It usually fits right here. And see how it doesn't fit by just a little hair? See how it doesn't fit by just a little hair? I don't mind that because it's going to be flat and it only takes off a hair. You can run it this way if you want, which we can run it this way, and let's go ahead and run it the right way since I'm showing you. So we'll cut this. And we're going to go ahead and cut this piece, and I want it to look nice, so I'm going to cut that. And we got to cut this piece for the inside. So let's turn it around so I can use my tape. So let's position it so it's pretty. So we're going to tape all that down. So we're cutting this. This is our second go around with our same shims and everything. Everything's in place. Everything's taped down so it doesn't move. And I just use Scotch tape, and I take a lot of sticky off with my fingers before I use it. And then we're going to put a little bit of it together so that you understand as I go, and then we'll cut out the rest of the pieces. So let's see. We don't need this one. Yes, we do need this one again. We will not need these two little ones anymore. So I don't want to rip them. Let me get that tape off. We don't need that one anymore. Put that off to the side. We don't need this anymore, but you may want to save that because you may want to cut extra. You just never know. There is a little bit of paper there. Okay, so we're going to put that off to the side. We don't need that anymore. We do need to use this again, but let's go ahead and put this together so we don't get too far ahead. So this is going to be what you see, and this is going to be the back. So we're going to fold this to us, and we're going to fold that down. See how it's down? Okay. We're going to get some tape, and Anna's got her name on the back of this. And let's tape this up real nice. pull it up so it doesn't rip your paper when you use these. You pull it up and pull it and like kind of snatch it, because if you just keep letting it roll and not pull it up, it will tear your paper. Okay, so I think we have enough tape. Well, let's see, I made a mistake. That didn't need tape. That was supposed to be stuck right here. That was supposed to be stuck right there. So what do? Do I stick it and just add another piece of paper to see it gets stuck like that? Or do I just cut another one? For the sake of the video, I never let the project go this far, but you know what? I'm just going to make another cut. And I'll reuse that one on another project. So I'm sorry guys, just fast forward through this. Now I'm in like a panic because I made a mistake, and I usually don't make a mistake. Or I would start over, but I don't want to start over because I'm already in the middle of this. But we all make mistakes, so that's what happens. We did not need to put tape on that. What we needed to do is just put tape on the easel part. But that's okay. I'll go quick. Let's see. Put that there. It's taped down. It's ready. My shims are still in place. So all I have to do is send it through. This is actually live video record. Okay. So we cut out another, and we have extra paper, which is fine. It's just paper. That's the thing about this, is it's just paper. Okay, so let's do this right. So we're going to take this, we already folded it, and we're going to only tape right here where the easel part is. Okay, so which way do you like it? You're not really going to see it because we're going to cover it up. So you take that, you put it where it matches up real nice, and then you fold this down and you just press it. So there's the hard part. The hard part was that I made a mistake. So we're going to save that one for later. So now let's get to the prettier paper that I'm putting on top. So we needed to use this twice. So I'm going to cut it like this twice. Instead of running it this way, it will not be able to cut twice. You see how they go on top of each other? So now it's going to be this way so that we do save a little bit of paper. So this one is the bigger piece. So all I do is measure with my pencil about how far to trim my paper. And it's about right there. Okay? So then we're going to trim. So I'm trying to save y'all paper too, because you could always get out, you know, those dies, everyone buys them, and to make flowers, you can do roll flowers, you can do the individual little petal flowers, and this is extra paper. We're almost done, guys. So let's put this one here. The tape is there, and let's put this one there. The tape is down. There's going to be a little bit extra there, and you can always use these pieces for in here. Okay, let's get our shims and make sure that nothing moved. Okay, our shims are already still set up, and we're going to run it through. Okay. Okay, it cut it all the way through, so that's a good thing. So the good thing is I had the tape, and if it didn't cut all the way through, to tape it out and all these come out, so we can put that off to the side. We don't need it anymore. We're actually done cutting. Okay, now all we have to do is put it together. So there is a little bit of paper left over that you could have used those other pieces or made roll flowers. I'm using a Gemini machine. So let's get back to putting this together, and we have some flowers to put on this to show it off. So this one is going to go here. The full base one is going to go here. So which way do I like it best? The sentiment's going to go here, so we're going to lose that. So I'm going to put it this way so that we can still see it. Okay, so let's tape this all down. Trying to get all those little grooves. I normally don't use the pink when I'm taping, so it doesn't get on the pink mat, so it doesn't get all sticky and messy, but it blocks the glare of my lamp. So all right, so what we're going to do is try to evenly, okay, we're going to try to evenly center it. Okay. Okay. And we're almost done. And now we're going to get this one and tape it down. Now I'm going to use the dot one on this. This is Craft Dot Glue, and it is the same glue, but it seems to not, let me see if I have any of those. I think they all fell out. I think you can emboss this too. I'm not sure if she said when she was making it if you can emboss it. I tried to emboss it, but it really took a toll on my machine, so I'm not going to emboss it if you can. So anyway, the dot tape that looks like this, because I was using just the regular tape, but the dot tape, the reason why I'm using it on these little pieces is it doesn't leave glue sticking in the holes. It's easier to fill all those little holes with tape, and it doesn't have glue everywhere else. I know it's a lot of tape there. I think I got it everywhere. So, and then this one I'll use in the middle. Okay, so now we're going to lay the easel down, and then we're just going to center it. So where do we want this? I'm going to turn it around and center it in the shadow of it. Okay, Okay, so we centered it in the shadow and there's no glue through the holes. But you know, if you do have to use the other tape, then you just use your finger and you keep doing that until the tape comes off, the extra tape comes off. Okay, so there's that. So now we're going to bring out these two pieces and we're going to tape this smaller, skinnier piece. I put the peak right here and I bring it down so that it is centered with the peak, and that goes right there in the middle. You could pop dot this up, but because my roses are raised, I'm not going to do it because I don't want it too bulky. This I am going to raise as my stopper. I already have foam tape cut, and this is my stopper. So let's peel this off, and the bigger plate goes at the bottom. So let's see. Now you could use the same color as the blue instead of this one if you like it better. Ooh, that kind of almost matches right there. So we're going to use that, and we put the stopper and see how it's all stopped. So now all we do is decide what roses to use. I was happy enough to have roses. Remember, Anna always says use a cluster of 3. So we could put this and this. That looks kind of big. So we could do this one and this one. That's pretty. And then use a little one on the stopper right here, like that. That's pretty, but let's go ahead since I have them out. These look big though. I may have to trim the I don't know, that's really pretty too. Put that there. And that's too much. That's too much. So I'm not going to use that one. How about this? It pulls out more color. Let me look at this one more time. Yeah, that kind of fades in. So we're not going to use the white ones. We're going to use these. So I'm going, and these are actually stickers, and they're hard to get off. So okay, and they're hard to get off. So what I was doing is getting my Tim Holtz pokey tool, and I just got up underneath it and see how I got that bubble, and I pull it off because I just couldn't do it with my hand, my finger. Okay, so let's place this one about there and stick it down. And I think we decided that the littler one, there's 3 sizes. So let's use the medium one up top. These dies still need to be cleaned up a little. So the best thing that someone could tell me is it looks like I did this out of a kit, but it was all my own paper and supplies of Anna Griffin's. So yeah, how much is that cheating? Okay, so the second one we're going to do about there. Sticky that all down. And then this little tiny one we're going to put inside where the stopper is. My mom's probably watching this saying, don't stick yourself. Okay, so where the stopper is, let's just put that right there. And it does cover up if you want to write a sentiment, but I think there's enough to write something in here, or on the back. So guys, we are finished with our project, and it would have not taken as long if I didn't make a boo-boo. So there it is. Look how flat it is. You could mail it. It's pretty lightweight, and it's beautiful when it sits up. So 2 of these are authentic paper, and 2 of them are Anna Griffin. Now the authentic paper is a lot thinner, but there's thicker and thinner papers out there, but it's all good enough to have as a easel card and everything. So I hope you liked my tutorial on how to use it, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, because you never know when I'm going to make a video. I'm pretty busy with work and family and everything, so I hope you liked it, and all my links are down below. My Glue Gun Chronicles is my group. There's almost 1,000 people, and we just share and do all kind of stuff in there. So thank you guys.